Good morning, it's your man Earl. August 2nd, episode 214. You heard what I said, 214. Straight. Yesterday we talked about the missing element. Today I'm going to give you a new, how do I say this? I'm going to give you a new, there you go. I'm going to give you a alternate way of looking at things. I prefer that, an alternate way of looking at things. Well, Brother Earl, what are you talking about? What's interesting is in business. Now, if you're a career guy, this applies to every industry. It applies to every uh, pretty much everything we do in life. And what do I mean by that is top 10 lists. Top 10 TEN lists. Now, Earl, where are you going? Let me give you some background, okay? We as human beings, as society, as entrepreneurs, as career people, as parents, as single people, whatever you may be, there are tons and tons of top 10 lists. And most of the time, what we do, and I say that very cautiously, most of the time, we look at top 10 lists when we're getting ready to travel, or when we're getting ready to buy something, or when we're getting ready to spend some money, or when we're getting ready to, you know, something that requires us to invest or spend money, or we're getting ready to go to a destination and we want to listen now, we want to do what the most popular people do. You heard me correct. See, a alternate way of looking at things is this, understanding that top 10 lists are not always the best in a given category or in a given industry. Top 10 lists are also built around who and what is most popular. Now, why am I speaking about top 10 lists? Is because I want to caution you against looking at top 10 lists and comparing yourself to who and what's on the list. And like I said, there are top 10 lists in every category known to man, known to woman, known to industry, known to entrepreneurs, homeowners. Hey, top 10 places to live, top 10 places to work, top 10 cars, top 10 purses, top 10 shoes. Listen, there are thousands of top 10 lists. Okay, Earl, you made your truth. So now, what are you trying to teach us? Are you ready? What I want you to do is this. I want you to begin to look at why those companies or why those products or why those places are on the top 10 lists. Learn to do the work behind what is being presented to you. Now, we just got done talking about perceptions, okay? We just got done talking about perceptions. We just got done talking about effort. And why am I bringing that up? Is because if you want to get the most value out of searching, okay, if you want to get the most value behind these top 10 lists, then you must learn to do the work behind the list. Like, why are these top 10 shoes on the list? Why are these top 10 places to visit on the list? Why are these companies the top 10 places to work at? And oftentimes, people, we don't want to do the work. Remember, effort, the missing element. And so we just take what is presented to us as truth, and it necessarily may not be. So you got to learn to do the work behind the top 10 lists. Notice, I did not say don't use them. What I'm saying is do the work behind the top 10 lists. Don't get caught up in comparing yourself. Don't get caught up in copying off the list. Get caught up in doing the work to learn why someone is on the list or why someone is not on the list. Remember, people spend hundreds of millions of dollars simply to get you to look at something. And those lists are included in perception. All right? Top 10 lists, use them correctly. Don't get caught up in comparing. Don't get caught up in copying. Get caught up in putting in some work to learn why the list and who is on the list and who didn't make the list. And remember, top 10 lists go for every industry. Every industry has a top 10 list. I'm going to say it again. Every industry has a top 10 list. All right? This is your man Earl, episode 214, August 2nd, 2023. And also remember, every top 10 list has a author or a writer, which means there's somebody behind that list. Who and what is their ideology? Who and what is their moral value system? All right? Are they gaining anything by putting these people or places or businesses on the list? So I want you to think about it. Don't just get caught up in the list. Say, hey, I got the list. No. Do some work. Put in some effort. All right? Don't just get caught up in the list. Figure out why they're on the list. Don't get caught up in comparing. Learn who and what and why they're on the list. It's your man Earl, episode 214, August 2nd. Down the hatch. God bless you. Peace.